Alright, what's going on guys? I'm back at it again in here for another audio video for you guys for today, and this time for my Victory Road 2011 review. And to be all honest, I wasn't really into this pay-per-view that much at all, and overall with the pay-per-view, it did end up being a decent pay-per-view. There's only, a couple of matches that I liked about the show, but other than that, there was, pretty bad stuff about it, and, some screwy finishes, and, things I didn't like, but, overall, it was a decent pay-per-view. So, yeah, I will be going over, and, some of the matches I liked, and, some of the stuff that happened, so, yeah. Alright, getting into the first match, which was Bubba Ray against Tommy Dreamer, and originally my pick was for Bubba Ray to win, but, it happened the other way around. And, this was changed to a street fight, and what was supposed to be originally a singles match, but that match was changed. We did get to see the use of interesting weapons. I don't know if you really would call them weapons, but we did get to see, yes, of a use of a blow-up doll and a Despicable Me, toy there, so I thought that was pretty funny. But other than that, we did get to see, the ball into the crowd and stuff like that, and the use of the other weapons like the kendo stick and stuff like that. But in the end, Tommy Dreamer does get the win with the help of Devon. Actually, Bubba Ray actually calling out Devon in this match, and then he comes with the save against the Team 3D finisher onto the table, and that's what basically happens with that. So Tommy Dreamer gets the win with the help of Devon. Alright, then we get into the Knockouts Tag Team Championship matchup between Sarita, Rosita, and the champions Winter and Angelina. Now, originally it had the champions to retain, and this matchup wasn't too bad. I was actually pretty into it. What we did get to see here, snap suplex, the back elbow, and some actually pretty nice moves from Winter, I must say. The backbreaker, the belly to belly, and the double teams, and as well as the drop kicks. So, we get to see double teams by both teams actually. And yeah, so this wasn't too bad of a knockouts match, but in the end, we did get to see, yes, new knockouts tag team champions in Sarita and Rosita getting the win here and taking out Winter and Angelina. And we did get to see, the help of Velvet Sky trying to help the champions retain, but of course, that basically failed. And yes, we do have new tag team champions, so that matchup wasn't too bad, I must say. Alright, then we get into the next match. We had Matt Morgan against Hernandez in the First Blood match, and originally my pick was Hernandez. And, this matchup was okay, not really too much special here, but we did get to see, the ball here, and, towards the end, this is where it got, weird and interesting, I guess. We did get to see a fan, that's where the fan, jumped to guardrail, which that was pretty funny, so I guess he had it with, with the match or something, so he just jumped the guardrail. I don't know if that was Hernandez's former tag team partner or just, some random guy, but anyway, he jumped the guardrail, and in the end, Hernandez does get the win, and, having Matt Morgan bloodied up and trying to steal a win there. So in the way, it was a weird finish, but in the end, yes, Hernandez does get the win, and makes Matt Morgan in a way basically bleed. Alright, then we get into which I thought was probably the matchup of the night, and that is for the X Division Championship and the Ultimate X match between Kazarian, Generation Me, and Robbie E. And this was a good back and forth battle here. We did see, the double teams by Generation Me, each having, trying to get the championship. We see, good moves in this match, a lot of fast-paced, back and forth action, the springboard in this move, the leg drop. The face plant, even the super diamond cutter too, that I believe that was done by Kazarian, so that was really awesome. Then we get to see Kazarian go onto the actual top rope and taking the championship and retaining it there. So that's who my pick was, and he did get to win, and Kazarian, yes, retains overall and is the winner of that match, so that was a good match there. Alright, getting into the next match, and which was another good match between Beer Money and King, and this one was for the Tag Team Championships. And basically what we got to see here, the shoulder blocks, of course, the double team moves and the arm drag, the high knee in this one, as well as the cross body, and just good back and forth action. I like both of these tag teams, and they actually did really well. In the end, Beer Money does walk away with their finisher and retains the championships. With that, Shannon Moore was pretty, pissed off about losing and not taking his frustrations out on Jesse Neal. So it looks like we're going to have a heel turn with Shannon Moore. I don't know what's going to happen with that, but probably have a rivalry, probably, I'm guessing, with Jesse Neal. So I didn't really like that with the ending of it, but in the end, it was a good match, and Beer Money ended up retaining their tag team championships. Alright, next match we got is AJ Styles against Matt Hardy, and we did get to see basically a preview, last week during TNA, and this was a good match too as well. We see, good things here, the submission, of course, Mick Flair was at ringside, getting involved just a little bit. The headlock, the drop kick, as well, the elbow and the moonsault off the top rope, and getting into the end basically, AJ Styles, does a really good move there. He does this spiral top, I believe is the name of this finisher. I believe he used it before, but I think this is the first time I actually seen it too myself, and I thought that was a really great move by AJ Styles, so really well done there. And we did get to see the side effect and all that stuff, but in the end, AJ Styles does get the defeat and wins over Matt Hardy in this match. Alright, getting into the last two matches, which I didn't really like how they happened and all that stuff. Mr. Anderson takes on RVD for the #1 contendership, and we saw the rights and lefts and the roll-ups as well as the head scissors and the rolling thunder. But towards the end of the match, Mr. Anderson went for the mag check onto the ramp and, wasn't able to get it to, the 10 count, and both guys were actually disqualified. So really, no one was able to become #1 contender, sadly, and this matchup wasn't even restarted. So fortunately, we will have to wait until Impact, which sucks, to find out the new #1 contender. So, I thought that was, really stupid and wasn't really needed, and I didn't really see the point in that, and the match could have easily gotten restarted or something else. But hey, anyway, nobody wins, and there was a disqualification. Alright, now we get into the main event, which is for the World Heavyweight Championship, Sting versus Jeff Hardy. Basically, that rematch where Sting, surprised everyone and, took out Jeff Hardy and took his championship, basically. And with this one, I didn't like this one too as well, and this one was pretty stupid. We had Eric Bischoff coming out to the ring, basically changing the matchup, and since Jeff Hardy, wasn't so-called, prepared for this, now it was turned into basically no disqualification match. After that, Sting hits his finisher basically in, less than 16 seconds. Jeff Hardy automatically loses, gets the pinfall, and Sting retains. So basically a really short, world title match. Nothing really special, pretty stupid with both of the #1 contendership and the world title match. So didn't really care for that, and that was actually pretty stupid if you ask me. But yeah, Sting retains. So yeah, that basically comes to a close with Victory Road. I didn't really like the #1 contendership and the world title match. To me, they should have just had the main event, which AJ Styles and Matt Hardy, and then ended there if all that, stupid stuff was going to happen. But, with that, those are one of the reasons, some of the reasons actually, TNA isn't really cutting it for me, and it's just really starting to get on my nerves. And I probably won't be even, watching Knockdown, if something like that's going to keep on continuing, and it's just really annoying. But yeah, anyway, it was a decent pay-per-view, with only a few matches I did like, and, we'll consider, watching, especially, the Kazarian match. You gotta love the X Division for that. Even the Knockouts match wasn't bad. AJ and Matt Hardy, matches like that. But anyway, that has to do with the audio video. Let me know what you guys thoughts are, and that has to do with the video. And as always, I will talk to you guys later on.